Mr. Speaker, I rise today to mark an anniversary that has pained the Cypriot and Hellenic communities for 40 years. On July 20th, 1974, in a blatant violation of international law, Turkey violently invaded Cyprus and captured much of the northern part of the island. Since the invasion, Turkey has occupied nearly 40% of Cyprus. Settlers were sent to inhabit homes previously owned by Greek Cypriots, forcibly relocating 160,000 Greek Cypriots. Religious artifacts and cultural relics have been destroyed in the wake of the Turkish army's invasion, and after 40 years of displacement are now lost to time. Hundreds of churches and monasteries have been shamefully desecrated, losing all sense of their historic and religious significance. Despite the neglect, the Republic of Cyprus recognizes Turkish Cypriots as citizens of the Republic of Cyprus and provides numerous benefits to them as they would any citizen. Turkish Cypriots are entitled to official passports which allow them to enjoy the benefits of EU membership, including the freedom of movement within EU member countries. Turkish Cypriots are recipients of free medical care from public hospitals and eligible for benefits from the Republic's social insurance scheme. These policies have resulted in Greek and Cypriots living among each other with little trouble. Indeed, there have been millions of crossings at the Green Line without incident. So why the Turkish troops? Why the continued occupation? Despite the increase in citizen-level cohesion, the Cyprus problem remains a diplomatic challenge at the highest levels of government. Greek and Turkish Cypriots deserve an end to this senseless division. In February of this year, it looked like progress was being made for legitimate negotiations that would lead to a real settlement, a real solution based on the rule of law. There is potential for significant economic value from the discovery of offshore gas reserves in the Eastern Mediterranean, which stands to benefit from a unified Cyprus. By reaping these natural resources, Cyprus's allies, the United States, Greece, Israel, and many European countries will also flourish. In the face of the optimism for financial recovery and other incentives to unify, this year Turkish Cypriot leaders have refused to implement even the simplest of confidence-building measures that would be a sign of good faith and an atmosphere of honest negotiation. The failure to enact the most basic practical steps continue to impede a process for reunification that is long overdue. Words lose meaning when inaction is all that follows. Today, the United States stands in a unique role as a friend of Cyprus and Turkey. As an honest broker to both sides, we can help them see that a unified future is far more promising than the present. The United States' relationship with all its allies, Turkey included, must be based on shared values and mutual respect. And at the core, the rule of law must be respected above all else, Mr. Speaker. It is our duty to continually reinforce this message. 40 years of illegal occupation is 40 years too long. It is time for Turkey to engage in sincere negotiations and concrete confidence-building measures instead of going through the motions and creating more obstacles when tough decisions are on the table. Both sides know a solution will demand compromise and cooperation. The time to talk is nearing its end. The time to act is here. Cyprus has long been a strong and faithful ally of the United States, and we owe our support for both peace and the end of this illegal occupation. Thank you, and I yield back, Mr. Speaker.